Hey, how you doing? Sorry, it's been a while. I got caught up in life stuff. You don't care. You don't know me. I don't know you. Well, that's not true. I might know you. I hope you have a good day. What a terrible intro. Anyway, so this is not going to be the Eurovision stuff that I started with, just because it's been something that's been on my mind and I wanted to get off my chest, just because I had a discussion about this with a friend and, not like we got hated or anything, but you probably won't be hearing from them anytime soon. It's going to be different from my usual stuff or the stuff I've done before because, well, I just had this on my mind and I wanted to talk about it. I wanted to try my best to see what I could do here. So, a lot of you may or may not be into RPGs, but I certainly am. Not to an extreme degree, that's a lie. But I do love RPGs. The story, the characters that you can interact with, and it can't really be replicated by another medium. And that's what makes video games great. The ability to put you in control of what happens in this world. And that's beautiful. And RPGs having a story, character-driven focus lends itself to that idea. But if I was just talking about what makes them great, this would be a short video because I would just say, here are some good ones to play. Paper Mario, Yakuza Like a Dragon, Final Fantasy, well, most Final Fantasy, don't play 8. And ultimately, it'd be up to you. Every RPG is different, and that's why I'm gonna have to preface this. I don't like Octopath Traveler. Now, most people are probably going to be like, what the hell is that? I've never heard of that before. And those that do like RPGs are probably already angry and sending Hitman after me. But please, allow me to defend my stance. I was excited about Octopath Traveler initially. I bought it, not when it came out, but early enough in its lifespan. And I was disappointed by it. I had high expectations, which is partially on me. First, let me state that I have no problems with how it looks. I think it's a very pretty game. The sprite work from the enemies to the characters to the world is great. Combat's a little slow, but it's okay. You're fine. It's fine. It's standard RPG combat. It's nothing special. It's fine. Bosses are damage sponges, but whatever. The reason I think it's important to talk about it is because I think it could have been better in a lot of ways, specifically in the story, pacing, and character department. The selling point of Octopath Traveler was the fact that you have 8 characters, and any one of them can be the main character. It's up to who you pick, and that's fascinating. That's been done before, but having 8 characters and they all become the party, that sounds awesome. Now, that's not a bad selling point, but my problem stems from how they don't really work together at all. And I don't mean like actually in the party, because in combat you can get some pretty good combinations, but they shouldn't travel together. Most of them make no sense on why they would join up other than the game says that they should. But let me break it down to just core elements for each journey. Cyrus, observation, discovery. Alphen, observation, discovery. Both scientific, intelligence-focused paths and journeys to learn, to get better, to improve themselves. Tressa, to explore, travel. So, makes sense. Primrose, revenge. Ulbrich, revenge. Ophelia, religious pilgrimage. Hannet also just kind of fits. And then there's Therion. Therion makes no sense in any way to join this party. He does because the game tells him to, but that's it. There's no reason for him to join. Even in his introductory chapter, which I'll get to the chapters, don't you worry, he even specifically runs into 2 bandits who say, "Hey kid, that mansion you're trying to break into, we've been there before. If you want some help getting in and out safely, trust us. We can help you." And he goes, "No, I work alone." But then when a school teacher, a little girl, and their estranged Amazonian friend waddle up, he goes, "Fine, I guess you can come with me." Why? Why? No. Their joining as a party makes no sense, stems from the fact that they all have different goals. And this also goes into my problem with the pacing. Each of them have a different journey that they're going on. And it's not like most other games that have separate protagonists, where they eventually meet up in the end. Like Trials of Mana. The remake came out a little bit ago. And that one, you also have 6 characters you can pick, 1 to be the protagonist and 2 to be the rest of the party. You can control any of them and they're all pretty good. But they all have a reason to work together. They all find out about these dangerous plots and they all join together to take care of them. But they're all going the same way. They're all going in the same direction. Why would they do that in Octopath Traveler when all of them are going in opposite directions and not even on the same part of the continent? Like, if I have to go to the grocery store, why would I go with you to go to the moon? Now, it also gets upsetting for the pacing, because not only do you have to recruit all the characters to make sure that it's a balanced fight when you're going up against monsters, but also you kind of have to go at each chapter one at a time for each character just to get to the second chapter for all of them. I'm going to stick with how I started with Cyrus, did his chapter, and was like, man, I wonder what's going to happen. I kind of want to know. And then I meet Tressa, Hannet, Ulbrich, Primrose, Ophelia, Alphen, Therion, and went, I don't even know what the fuck I was doing with Cyrus. It'd be like you have a new book, and it's a really good book, and you're like, wow, I'm so excited. I can't wait to find out what's happening. Oh, what's this at the end? Oh, it says you have to read the first chapter in 7 other books. Okay. And then you read the first chapter in 7 other books, and I bet you're like, well, they all must come together eventually, right? No, not really. Even their outcomes have nothing to do with each other. Cyrus's ending has nothing to do with any of the 7 other characters, so why are they there when they have no effect on you, the main character, or you're the player? Mass Effect is a great example of this. In the first game, you want to beat Soren, who's trying to essentially bring on the end times. I'm not going to get into specifics. It's a great game. Go play it. But everybody agrees that he needs to be stopped. Everybody has different reasons and methods to stopping him, but they all agree. And how you act affects them. And they can get upset at what you're doing. But when everyone has their own little journey to go on, Primrose is solving her father's murder, Ulbrich with his revenge, Cyrus studying abroad, like, why do they care what they do? It's irrelevant for all of them. And I think there's a simple solution to this that I do want to pitch a little bit. Give each character 2 companions that join just for them. Once again, going back to Trials of Mana, depending on who you pick as your party and main character, the antagonist changes. And that can work in this situation. Now, if you wanted to keep the game the same, but you wanted to really make it replayable, and you wanted to highlight each character individually, give them 2 characters that join if you pick them as the protagonist that aid in their journey specifically. Like maybe have Cyrus get joined up by another professor, maybe not of magic, but someone who's also on a journey studying as well. Maybe Primrose meets up with someone from the black market who can help her get into these tough situations. But as it stands, Octopath Traveler is dysfunctional when it comes to story, and it's just a drag to play through. Like, it just feels like I have to do chores in the game in order to get to the story I want to know. Now, I just wanted to make this quick. It's not going to be a crazy one, but I wanted to try my hand at it. Also, I've heard the second one is better, so let me know if I should try the second one. And oh boy, don't even get me started on how excited I was for Triangle Strategy. I thought that was going to bring back the strategy RPGs, and it didn't. For another time, at least. Anyway, I've been Ian. I'm trying my best, and I hope you have a good day.